Okay, I hope you enjoyed part one. So now, with no further ado, it's time to go through to part two, analysing the weeks and the days and the month that we actually went into with regards to doing the 6 days and the 41 days and then combine them together. Okay, just thought I'd best do this video because what happened is I went to do part two, which is the data analysis of the intermittent fasting vegan style summary, and it just all went to pot because I was recording, like I said, off of my screen, like I would do, and the information I was talking about on the first recording was just not there. It's very extremely late now. What's the time now? It's 11:45 at night now, so I've literally spent the best part of about over an hour because I've done half an hour of speaking and dissecting and giving loads of really good power packed information in regards to how to go about things. But unfortunately, the data I was talking about wasn't showing on the screen for some crazy reason, even though I checked it 3 or 4 times and done some dummy runs, but it didn't end up recording properly first time round. But the verbalization, the words I was communicating were very good. So what I've decided to do, because the second recording, it's just, I was smashed. I started off okay, and then the blood and the life of me just got sucked out more and more. It didn't have the same kind of oomph. So what I'm going to do is literally, I've done this video. It's going to go on basically part 2A and part 2B. Part 2B's got the data up all the time while I'm speaking. I cover some good points, but I cover a lot more good points on the first one, the first recording. It's YouTube. I've just bang them both up. One will be literally half an hour long. The other one will be about 25 minutes long. This whole series isn't for the faint of hearted. This is for those who are really seriously considering doing intermittent fasting. If you're seriously considering doing or delving into intermittent fasting, whether it's the first time or the third or fourth time, this will be of benefit to yourself with regards to what I've got to share, with regards to do with what happened, the data I collated, my thoughts, my views, and just the analytical kind of style of what I was putting forward to you guys. I took time recording it. Take time to watch it. You don't have to watch them bang all in one go or watch it all together, but you will get some fantastic food for thought. At the end of the day, intermittent fasting isn't for just one day, is it? You're going to be going into days, into series of days, and possibly into weeks, and possibly into months, and possibly into a lifestyle. So do yourself a favour, set aside the time to watch it. You'll get some beautiful nuggets. There'll be some things you'll disagree with, but there'll be other bits that will be of really good, great benefit to yourself. So until next time, keep on keeping on. Just go do it already, and I'll see you on the other side. Take care. Bye. Boom! John Mark Anthony, the plant-based vegan. Part 2, as you can see on the screen, data analysis. And it's a summary of the vegan intermittent fasting. Okay, got a scenario to give you. Imagine recording for 30 minutes. And then you're talking and you've done all the checks to make sure everything records, the volumes there, everything else. But because you're using a new setup and everything else, it just gets you. And it just got me proper. I was talking from a notepad because I got all the information there collated and it didn't record. This has just been the biggest nightmare series I've ever had since I've just been a YouTuber for such a small period of time. Nightmare. So please do take the time to listen to what I'm going to share with you, because this is probably about the third time I'm trying to do this now. Okay, it's just been laborious, and I've been working all day. It's now 11 o'clock at night. I've literally done it from 10:30. I pushed myself to do it. I just wanted to leave it and just move on to tomorrow. But anyway, with no further ado, it's 2017. It's January the 16th. My weigh-in today is 110.7. Okay, times that by 2.2 and you'll get my weight. And I think I'm down by about 900 grams, which works out to be nearly it's probably about 2 pounds. Okay, so that's that. What we're going to be doing today is dealing with the data analysis. And let's get, with no further ado, let's just get straight into it. So I split the intermittent fast, vegan style days, into two catchments. One was basically an initial short, sharp shock, and that's the way I go about doing things. Okay, and that is where I take out any time between, say, 2 to 3 days, sometimes 6 to 7 days, where I will focus on basically taking out my breakfast and my lunch, and we'll just eat for dinner. Now, dinner time for me, I usually try to make it. It differs because sometimes I will give myself an allotted time, which will be anywhere between, say, 2 to, say, 5 hours, depending on how my day's gone, what I've been doing, and what the plan and the aim of the game was. What I usually do is I will possibly break my fast anytime between 3:30 to 4:30. But when I was doing my intermittent fasting and I was recording everything, it's all what's the word? Catalogued, everything else. For some reason, I just kept eating probably 80% of the time, anytime around about 5:30, 6, and then I'd have literally 2 to 3 hours because I'd always try to have my food consumed by 7:30, 8. I found that quite difficult and frustrating a lot of the time. Do you have to be as regimented? The reason why I do that is because sometimes I'm going to bed at around about sometimes 11, sometimes 12, sometimes 1 o'clock. And what I'm trying to do is have my food and have literally 5 or 6 hours to allow myself to digest. Because even when I've dieted before, or I've been focusing on losing weight and I've been gymming it, going, focusing on exercise and focusing on what I'm eating and so forth, the best response that my body's had is when I've eaten everything by about 6, 7 o'clock. And then all I do is I will snack with something like some fruit or some porridge or something that's clean, some clean, responsive, good calories, rather than just some munchies or some snacks, because that's how I became obese. That's how I became fat, because of munchies and snacks and not really focusing on what I'm eating. So that's how I usually do it. So the first week, I tried to do that. I can't remember. I don't think I catalogued the times I was eating, but I did catalog it in regards to verbally. So if you go through series 1 in the playlist, you'll see what happened, how things were going on, and what I was doing. And I think I was sharing what I was eating. Series 2, I did begin to put a lot more information in. I started putting in what time I broke my fast, what I ate, and basically, how can I put it? When I stopped eating and everything else, and then obviously every single day I was doing a weigh-in. Okay, so this part is all about the data analysis. It's regards to trying to get basically a good kind of overall look and feel of what the series was all about, why I'd done it, and what you could extrapolate from that. And basically what this will do is it will show you the way that I usually do it. Most people, when it comes to intermittent fasting, they usually, I can't say they usually, there's so many different ways of doing things, but the books that you read and the names, because there's different names that people have kind of bespoke on a system that they've discovered and worked on and everything else, usually for something which is a long-term lifestyle. And the reason why it's there as a long-term lifestyle, as as many of you will be aware, is to get the longevity of life, to get a handle of your eating habits, to basically get an understanding of how your body is and begin to turn it into a lifestyle. Okay, I can see the benefits of that, definitely, and both short term and long term, because not obviously, but as you discover more about intermittent fasting, it's been something that's been around for hundreds, if not thousands of years. And obviously with things such as religions and so forth as well, almost every religion has some kind of proponent when it comes to fasting as well. And It's all to do with the body clock and eating and the digestive system and rejuvenating your body. And one of the biggest things that puts a heavy load on your body is digesting food. Okay, because there's a period of time, there's a cycle that takes place within your body, and that's obviously why it's not good to sleep on a full stomach for many people, not for everyone, but for a majority of us and so forth, because you will begin to gain weight and your body just is really working when you should be just resting and sleeping and so forth. Hence why I usually aim anytime, even if I'm not fasting and I'm dieting, I aim to eat and have my meals done by basically say like 8, half 8 the latest. um, and it just helps. It does help with my weight loss, and I know it helps with many other people's weight loss. Another thing that helps is obviously making sure that you have enough fluids at the end of the day. So when you're doing intermittent fasting, it's advisable that you do set aside those times when you're not eating to be having fluids. Okay, and I've covered that, and the guys and girls that I'm directing you to cover that as well, heavily and extensively, so I'm not going to go too much into that. So let's get to this now. So series 1 was, like I said, starting weight was 118.7 kilograms, that which works out, if you're not too sure how much that would be, all you need to do is times that by 2, and I'd literally bring up the calculator, but if I do, it's going to mess up everything here, so I'll just do it on my calculator here. So it's because the recording software, I can't get for some. Let me see if I can get to it. It'll make it better in a sense. Can I get to it? Nah. So like I said, this is going to cause issues. So 118.7 times 2.2. So the reason why I'm doing that is because each kilo, which we work with in the UK, corresponds to 2.2 pounds. Okay, so times 2.2 equals, so I was 261 pounds initially, from the start, from the get-go, when I was doing starting the intermittent fast. Okay, and then over that period of time, you can see, unfortunately, I didn't do all I've done is I've copied and pasted what I had done the first time round. But you can see I'd continuously lost weight bit by bit, day by day, and over the 6 days, I ended up losing 3.3 kilograms times that by 2.2 equals 7.26 pounds. In comparison, in series 2, I'd literally done 6 weeks, not 6 days, and ended up losing 5.3 kilograms, which works out to be 11.66 pounds. Okay, what I've got here is a breakdown, and I will copy and paste this into the description for this part 2. Okay, this bit here, if this, I went to gym, all these have got dashes as well. So if you look into the actual playlists, you'll see this come up. So I've got a playlist for series 1. Okay, and I haven't put it here because, like I said, all I've done is I've copied and pasted what I've done the first time around. The second time around, I got a lot more kind of cleaner, a lot more kind of anal and analytical, with the information to be a lot more helpful for the people watching and following along, and to do, we've been able to refer back to it later on. So in the videos for the series 2, you will have a breakdown of the food that I ate as well, the time I started my fast, the time I broke my fast. The weight will all be in kilograms and pounds as well. This was basically a period of time here where basically I just lost the plot. I'd made a kind of decision in regards to trying to get some further data. I was getting all cocky, thought it was all going to work good. Also wanted to help, and not so much help because I keep hearing so much school of thought about, no, you don't need to exercise, you don't need to gym. The biggest part of losing weight is the diet, and for me, before 5 years ago, 10 years ago, it's just bullshit. That's my opinion. I've lost weight a lot better, a lot quicker, and I've been a lot stronger, and I've been able to lose a lot more weight when I combine it with the gym as well, and felt a lot better within myself. And I wanted to kind of, not kind of like, see, I'm right and you're wrong kind of thing, but I wanted to test it because I even hear so many people that have got a diet, even people that proposing doing an intermittent fast, that there's so many of them focused on just the element of the eating and the diet side of things. And when I say so many, I don't mean all of them, don't get me wrong, but I'm a great believer that if you're going to eat and you're going to focus on eating well and healthy, you need to focus on living well and healthy as well. Make it a holistic approach. Hit every single area that you can reach and every single area that you can while you're in a place and a position to be able to do that. But getting back to this area here, day 12, I just lost the plot. I've done a rant and everything else, and I started hitting the gym again and so forth. So that kind of reflects here with regards to what happened. The first week I come all guns blazing, lost another big chunk of weight, and suddenly I just threw a spanner in the works and everything just all fell over. Just shot myself in the foot basically. It just collapsed, because if you look here, I think losing weight here, and then suddenly it's all going well. You see that in all this area here, and then suddenly, as soon as I start not going to gym, it just all kind of starts slowing down. Unfortunately, it all goes a bit crazy, and with it I went crazy. And then I was in a plateau for it seemed like a long time. And the reason why it seemed so long is because I was recording and I was doing videos and weighing myself and everything else, and it just seemed to be going on and on and on. And that's not how my weight usually goes. Now, it could be a number of things: lack of sleep, stress. But like I said, that momentum that I'd had with the gym was completely thrown. And I think it really affected me, because since doing the channel, I've been going to the gym almost every single day, and then I take a bit of time out. Might take 1 or 2 days here and there. Before starting the channel, I was hitting the gym hard as well. Basically, what had happened is I'd been in an up and down kind of low, on and off, throughout my period of time of losing the amount of weight that I've lost. I've lost nearly 90 pounds, and I hit a massive. Not a massive, just hit a lot of lows and everything else, and I made up my mind that I'm going to set up the channel, make myself accountable to my family, to myself, and to my viewers and subscribers and so forth, and followers, and as well as that, use it as an impetus to just motivate and push me, and I'm going to go for it. So with that happening, it's all kind of those days really did mess me up. But saying that, over Christmas, I took probably the best part of a week, maybe even more, maybe anywhere between a week to 10 days off from the gym. I've gone back. It's been a bit slow and a bit hard, but not that hard and not that slow. Ended up putting over the Christmas period, put on about 4.6 pounds, which works out to be just a little bit over 2 kilos, maybe even a little bit less, maybe more so 2 kilos, and starting to come down now. My weight at Christmas Eve, when I stopped doing the intermittent fast, when I finished it, was basically 111.2. Weighed in today at 110.7, I think. But today was a little bit of almost like a mini intermittent fast. Well, not even a mini, it was an intermittent fast day, it says, not purposely planned, it just happened that way. So that could be a big part of it as well. So long and short of it is, this is the breakdown, and I will copy and paste it. All the description is will be within this video, but also the playlists have every single day. Some of the days I'm chatting nonsense, chatting bits and pieces, but I'm weighing in every single day and then feeding back how I'm feeling. So it's just there as a really good kind of a gauge you guys and girls that are looking to dip your feet in and looking to go into basically going into intermittent fasting, and rather than you going in with trial and error, even if you read a book, sometimes it's a bit difficult. So it's good to follow, have something like this to follow, have a playlist to follow, and also the guys and girls that I will forward onto yourself, you'll be able to follow them as well. And there's two of those guys that are actually doing it daily, and they're doing the OMAD form of intermittent fasting, which is basically 1 meal a day. Then there's another young lady who's basically doing the eat stop eat fast, which is more so a kind of you eat one day, the next day you're off, you might eat another day, and then you're off for 2 days, then you might eat for 3 days, and so forth. And the way intermittent fasting works, as you're probably more than likely aware of, is you fit it in and around your lifestyle. It's a lifestyle diet at the end of the day. Okay, now if we take a closer look at series 1 and series 2, what we've got here is a total weight loss over 6 days was 3.3 kilograms. It works out to be 7.26 pounds. Okay, divide that by 6, it works out to be 550 grams per day on average that was lost. That works out to be 1.21 pounds per day that was being lost. And if you haven't seen it, it'll be really worthwhile looking at visualize weight loss. And the reason why I've done that was because I basically started collating information and data towards getting this information out to you guys. Finally, I started seeing the power of weight being lost, and also I'd seen one of the guys that does the 1 meal a day. He'd basically done a description with regards to do, and I put the link in the video anyway, to do with the same kind of scenario with potatoes and everything else. And it was something that I was thinking of doing before, but with the lentils, and because I was collating all this information as well, I just thought I might as well take the time to do it. It's just a good way of visualizing things and seeing it, and I really do impress on it. Almost a little bit too much in the video, but it's on purpose to let you see how much you could lose, but also to say that's how much I've lost since setting up the channel. I lost over that, to tell the truth. I'd set myself basically a goal to lose 10 kilograms, which works out to be 22 pounds between the starting of the channel and me getting my videos out and everything else up until Christmas Eve. And then I thought I had an extra, I don't know how I'd done it, but I thought I had an extra month than what I did. I thought it was going to be 3.5 months away. It ended up being 2.5 months away. So I thought I'd best be realistic. So I kind of said, if you watch my second video, I just talk about that, and I just literally say my second ever video on this channel. I say, okay, I'm going to be going for 7 kilograms between the channel start inception and obviously up until Christmas Eve. Literally ended up getting to 10.8 kilograms, which ended up being, so it's just 10.8 times 2.2 equals, so I ended up doing 23.76 pounds altogether, literally within 2.5 months. Boom. And why I say all that is basically, if you decide that you seriously want to lose that amount of weight, now you can visualize it. This is something you can do. You can do intermittent fasting, because at the end of the day, as we go further down, when I put the two series together, what am I doing? When I put the two sessions, basically series 1 and series 2 together, altogether it works out to be 8.6 kilograms, which works out to be 18.92 pounds. So the core amount of the weight that I lost was through intermittent fasting. Granted, it didn't flow, it didn't move how I wanted it to move or flow. But what I'm trying to say is, I'm saying this. It didn't work to the extent to how I wanted it to work. And there were several things that possibly could have caused that. I will never know now. But the one thing I do know is that wasn't the best way I could have done it. I could have done it a lot more better. I could have been a lot more focused, and I could have just continued going to the gym, focused, and had 1 day off here and 2 days off here there, rather than having a whole load of clumps of days. Okay, that's for me personally. So all I'm trying to say is, if you go about trying to lose weight and you want to lose a big and a large amount of weight, and you're sincere and you're sincerely going to be focused on the kind of form of food that you're going to use and the form of food you're going to actually intake, that you're going to eat, and that you're going to exercise or go to the gym and be focused, you can set yourself realistically a target, or you can say, okay, I'm going to do this for this amount of time, and I'm going to try and get as close as I can to this here. Okay, that was done over a period of 7 weeks. So literally, even if you end up doubling that and said, okay, so it's going to take me 3.5 months to 4 months, and I'm going to get this off my body. For many of you, that will just be life changing. For many of you, it will take you to where you want to get to. So I want you to get that in your mind's eye, and that's why I've done that visualize thing to do with the bag of lentils, because 500 grams is the size, and I was literally getting off 550 grams per day. So visualize that, get that in your mind's eye, get it in your head. All right. So literally, you got 6 days. I done 3.3 kilograms, 7.26 pounds, and then over the 6 weeks, I've done literally just 2 kilos more. So I want you to get that as well. If you hit a brick wall, and you're hitting brick wall week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, maybe just come out for a bit and then go back in, okay? And just test the waters and get used to it, and get used to acclimatizing yourself and get used to what you're doing and why you're doing it. And please take the time to collate the data and do what I've done. Do it on a spreadsheet. Do whatever it takes to get an idea. One of the guys that are doing the 1 meal a day has got basically a what do you call it? Google AdWords. Not Google AdWords. What am I on about? Google AdWords. Sorry, forgive me. But basically, you've got a spreadsheet, a Google spreadsheet that he's got access to, that he allows you to see what he's doing, what his weight is, what he's eating, and everything else. And it's all there for you. So that's some food for thought at the end of the day. So you could possibly extrapolate what he's doing for yourself. But do collate the data. I don't know how much I can emphasize this at the end of the day. If you're going into anything for the first time, or for the 3rd or 4th time, and you've never diarized what you're doing, you haven't collated the data, you're going into things blind. You do not want to do that when it comes to something such as weight loss. Okay, so all in all, what ended up being the situation here is I've got basically series 1, series 2, broke that up in 41 days. This was a daily weight loss on average. That's 130 grams per day, which works out to be 0.28 pounds. So there's a big difference between the two. I'm trying to get it in your mind's eye. This side of things, series 1, works for me. That's what I love. I love going in, short, sharp shock, go in there, come out of it, carry on eating as I usually eat, do my gym, do my focus and everything else. Once I hit a plateau, that's when I do my intermittent fasting. But at the same time, we've got the other benefits of intermittent fasting that are there that I may link in. I may link in other parts of the video, the other video that just went wrong, because I've really covered a whole lot of things, but I'm obviously feeling fatigued now. So I'm going to bring everything to an end. I hope you appreciate the time I've taken. I appreciate you guys listening. I appreciate your comments, your likes, your subscriptions. If you haven't subscribed yet, why? Why haven't you yet? And the last bit of the summary is, so let's see what this is here. Okay, basically my brain shot. I could have carried on, but I've just got to a point where my brain is shot. I think this is basically the weight that what I was over Christmas. I was 111.2. This is the largest weight I put on over Christmas, which was 113.2 kilograms. So I literally put on 2 kilos, which was 4.4 pounds, and that was the date and the weight I was at that period of time. It's slightly different now. So that's a breakdown there. Like I said, this will all be linked into the video below, and this is the average here of how it all ended up right across the board with all the days together. Okay, so it worked out on average as losing 180 grams per day, which works out to be 0.39 pounds per day over the 7-week period. So hopefully that's been helpful to yourself. Please, like I said, comment below. Got any questions or anything like that, feel free to post them down below, and then more than likely what I'll do is I'll respond in some kind of shape or form, which will probably be more like in a short video or something like that, or I might collate all the questions or comments and so forth, and just do a quick sharp where I'm standing up doing my presentation that way, because I find that a lot more kind of easier to do. But until next time, keep on keeping on. Just go do it already. Look out for the third and final part of this series, which will be all about the macros, and that will be to do the quality of food that you're eating. And I'll be looking at how I ate and what the calories are for that and everything else, and how you can extrapolate that information and to put it into your daily diet, whatever it is. But more importantly, if you're going to go into intermittent fasting, it will get you up to speed with ways and means of doing things, possibly slightly better or a lot more informed. Until next time, keep on keeping on. Just go do it already. John Mark Anthony, and guess what? Just go do it already.